Hey there, fight fans, and welcome to the latest edition of Below the Belt Boxing. On tonight's card, is Gervonta Davis the real deal, or is he only as good as that WBA regular belt he has been clinging on to? Coming up, notable wins and how the bad boy of boxing would fare with legends of the sport. Gervonta Davis has made waves in the world of boxing. He is one of the self-proclaimed slickest boxers around who is defined by his exceptional punching power and 0 losses. He also boasts a knockout percentage that stands at 93%. He has held numerous world championships and earned a first-round knockout victory defending his WBA title against Hugo Ruiz. Gervonta Davis, better known as Tank, received this name during his amateur boxing days. The name was given to him by his coach because of his oversized head in comparison to his body. Born November 7, 1994, he attended high school at Digital Harbor School, a specialist school for youngsters with sporting talent, even though he dropped out to focus on his boxing. Gervonta made his professional boxing debut against Desi Williams at the age of 18 on February 22, 2013, defeating Williams via first-round KO, and by August 2014, he had a record of 8 wins, all within 5 rounds. He continued to dominate the ring, beating the likes of Mario Antonio Macias with just 1 punch in a fight that lasted 41 seconds. Not all of his fights were won as quickly as the others, like when he defended his title for the first time against Liam Walsh. Critics believe the ref stopped the match too quickly.
To the ground, and that's mainly because Walsh didn't kill. A couple of big shots there that could have been avoided. The referee jumps in. I'm not so sure, John. Well, he decided.
Perhaps his most questionable fight was against Francisco Fonseca, where Davis allegedly hit him on the back of his head. It is not only his professional career that shines bright. Davis was also impressive in his amateur career as a boxer. Davis, as an amateur boxer, has a record of 206-15, winning the National Silver Gloves Championship 3 times in a row and the National Junior Olympic gold medals. Davis had his first world title fight at the age of 22 on January 14, 2017, after 16 professional fights against Jose Pedraza for the super featherweight IBF title. He defeated Pedraza by a 7th-round TKO to become the super featherweight champion of the world. He is a 1-time unified super featherweight world champion and has won 5 world titles in 3 weight classes. Some of Davis's best fights and notable victories include wins over Leo Santa Cruz, Hugo Ruiz, and IBF No. 1 Liam Walsh. His most recent fights have been lightweight title defenses for his WBA regular title, which have caused a critical response from fight fans, urging him to step up and fight the No. 1 ranked and current undisputed lightweight champion Devin Haney, having held the WBC title since 2019, and the WBA Super, IBF, WBO, and ring titles since 2022. He grew up in one of the most crime-infested neighborhoods of Baltimore. He was always a focused individual, which is why when many of his peers went into crime, he would focus on boxing. Tank's background did catch up with him at stages in his career, earning him his bad boy name in the sport when an arrest warrant was issued for Davis, who was being accused of first-degree aggravated assault. According to Maryland court records, the alleged incident took place on August 1, 2017, but did not indicate who was involved or what happened. An amount of $100,000 unsecured bond was posted for Davis's release. Davis was due to appear in court on October 19. The charge was later changed to misdemeanor second-degree assault, which carries a maximum potential sentence of 10 years. In court, the charges were dropped by the accuser and settled elsewhere. In 2018, Davis was arrested in Washington, D.C. According to the authorities, he and another man started an old-school straighter. Punches were landed, and before long, it was said that Tank and his out-of-the-ring opponent had decided to get some road work in before the police could arrive. 2020, Davis was arrested on charges of simple domestic violence against his former girlfriend. The incident occurred at Watsco Center at the University of Miami during a basketball game where he was seen grabbing the woman's shirt with his right hand close to her throat and dragging her to a separate room. In March 2021, he was indicted on 14 counts for allegedly running a red light after his Lamborghini struck another car and left it smoking, sending its 4 occupants to the hospital, including a pregnant woman. He once again needed the roadwork and was away on his toes. Davis accepted a plea deal that saw him plead guilty to leaving the scene of an accident involving bodily injury, failing to notify an owner of property damage, driving on a suspended license, and running a red light. How does he fare against the best? At the decisive age of 28, Tank is having a good career, but will he be remembered as a great in his division? In comparison to the megastars that have come before him, to put into perspective, by the time Floyd Mayweather was 28, he had already won multiple world titles in different weight classes. His speed, precision, and defensive skills earned him the nickname Pretty Boy, attributed to him never getting hit. And he racked up names on his record such as Fight of the Year specialist Arturo Gatti, Mike Tyson's right-hand man Zab Judah, and the late Genaro Hernandez. Tank is known for his hard-hitting hands, but could he ever trade blows with 28-year-old Roberto Duran? At the same stage in Tank's career, the Hands of Stone powerhouse had fought 70-plus times and had been involved with back-to-back fights with the S-tier fighter Sugar Ray Leonard. Some fans rank Davis in the pound-for-pound top 10 of today's boxing, but where would he have sat with the 28-year-old Julio Cesar Chavez, who at the same age as Tank had 75 fights, all of them wins? Chavez had already established himself as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Don't get us wrong, we're not comparing Gervonta to the most legendary fighters who fought in his division, but just stating that if he wants to be remembered for greatness or wants to be mentioned in the pound-for-pound list with the likes of Crawford, Spence, and Canelo, he needs to step his game up and potentially defend a world title that doesn't have the words regular in front of it. If you would like to see more of the controversies of boxing, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in to Below the Belt Boxing, YouTube's newest boxing channel on the rise.